Hey guys, this is Viper 6. The snow is melted, the gravel is around. It's actually, 22 degrees Celsius, which is quite decent. I'm going to take a little dip on the weekend. It's going to rain a lot, but so we take the bike out today. Just for a quick rip, the Cruiser does not start. Even though the bike was on a battery was on a tender all winter, it just refused to turn over. I jump started it and it starts, but that's what you get when you have a 9-year-old battery. So basically it owes me nothing. So I'm going to order one, probably through Amazon, because it seems to be the cheapest for me over here in Canada anyway. Oh, this is so nice. Haven't done this in a while. Oh yeah, it was brutal this year, winter. You guys, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's still a ton of gravel. Got to be really careful. They started sweeping streets. They did the other side of the street, and I see that they have the signs out over here for doing this side on April 27th and 28th. But even with that, you got to be careful, because in a lot of places they just tend to move it, and it goes in other places where it's not supposed to be, like when on your the line you take when you take a turn. Yeah, they tend to dump it right there. So yeah, I've been following you guys all winter, and it's nice to see that guys can ride. Well, I can't, but at the same time it's like frustrating because of the long winter we had, and it is what it is. So the cool thing is that in a couple of weeks I am going to Las Vegas, and it's like stinking hot there. Yeah, I needed to hear that. I've got the baffle back into the pipe because it's just too loud without it. We're moving it, yeah. So we'll see how many people notice me on the road. 'Cause I'm wearing like super bright yellow. The drag is I ordered a new backpack, which is also neon yellow, or like neon green, more like yellow. Because, I don't know if you guys remember, if I mentioned it last year, one of my last rides, I went to Cochrane, which is a little town outside of here. And I took off and I left it latched to the bike. And I noticed it right away as soon as I did the first turn. And it was like, okay, let me do the turn of the block, see if it's over there, But no. And I know exactly who picked it up, because there were some people over there that were parking a car and just hanging around and this and that. And as soon as I left, it must have fallen off, because they must have thrown it in the truck. And the drag is, it was a nice Alpine Star backpack. And I had a flat repair kit, and one of those stainless steel double-walled bottles, and this yellow jacket there, my Tourmaster Transition 4, which is like new, bought last year. It had the zip-off liner in there. So it's like, what a drag. And there was nothing inside to identify who it belonged to. So I even went to the RCMP detachment over there, which is like, yeah, it's the RCMP. It's Canada's police, right? And left a little picture of it, and in case someone hands it in, but yeah, nobody ever did. But they did call me though, they called me a couple of times just to let me know, listen, nobody turned it in yet, which was kind of nice. I didn't think they would, because it was brand new. Nice Alpine Star. I would have loved, keep the backpack, but just give me the liner at least. Man, can you go any slower? Oh, this is so nice. Oh yeah. Sometimes you don't talk, you just listen. Oh, I forgot about this. Let's hope they have the construction done, because I know they've been working like overtime over here on stuff. And last year this was like half dirt road and half all sorts of weird stuff. 50. Yeah, those homes over there, they're all like a zillion dollars because like they're like, you got the little acreage going, but I live on this side. That's them, this is us. Yeah, look at the dips in the road. Yeah, you should see what winter did to the roads here this year. Oh my goodness. There's some areas, man, in my neighborhood where like there's potholes that are about like 6 inches deep, but narrow and long, where if you get a motorcycle tire in there, you're like so screwed. Yeah, because like see like all the gravel on the side? This year, well, it's 2 years in a row actually, they put this stuff called pickle. It's got gravel, it's got some grit, some sand, and some salt. So you see the gravel, but you don't see the little patch of sand until you're right on top of it, which was what happened with me last year with the Cruiser. Luckily, I wasn't going fast, right? I'm turning into my street, and the front tire moved about 1.5 inches while I'm in a full lean. And you know what you do in a case like that? Nothing. You just ride it out. You don't mess with the gas, you don't mess with the brake, you don't unbalance the bike, you do nothing. And just react in case it does something more severe. That's all. Like when my ass end skidded on this one after I turned off traction control. So it was pretty much like a dirt bike, you know. Like I gave it a lot of gas, the back end swung out. You just steer into the thing and keep giving gas, and away you go. You're good to go. But a lot of people, well, the newer riders, like, they would freak out. Yeah, they let go of the gas, and then you got like instant grip, and you do a high side or a low side or an any side. Or they hit the brake, and then you're taking your chances. But anyway, I'm going to pull into Co-op and go pick myself up a Coke Zero. Later, guys.